In this Beehiiv tutorial, you're going to learn step by step how to set up your email marketing with Beehiiv the right way. We're going to cover every single step from first signing up to creating your landing page and email marketing with a blank template, and then all the way to publishing and sending out your first email and making money with paid subscribers. So even if you have zero experience with Beehiiv or email marketing, but want to have a successful email marketing campaign for yourself, your business, or your clients, then this is the right video for you. And you can trust me on this because I've personally got over 8 years of email marketing experience. So first, click on the description of this video or go to this link where you'll be able to get a 30-day free trial with Beehiiv and my special discount if you continue to use them. Later in this video, I will give you special access to my 8-step guide to creating lead magnets that convert if you decide to pick up Beehiiv through my special link below. This resource will help you start a powerful, high-converting email marketing campaign that gets you the leads you need for your business. Click Start Your Free Trial. And I'll choose Continue with Email. Put in your name, your email, and password, then click on Get Started. Now verify your email by going to your inbox, opening up the email, and then click on Verify. Next step is to verify your phone number. So type that in and click Send Code. Then put in your verification code. And now we're at the onboarding part where you answer some questions and Beehiiv will personalize your experience for you. You can skip it if you want, but I'll just show you quickly what I put in. Start with the beginner. Now give your newsletter a name. Pick a URL name. Don't worry because you can also change to your own custom domain later, which I'll show you how to do. Now what's the newsletter about? Pick the most relevant one for you. And then choose how often do you plan to publish. Click Continue. And I won't recommend anyone from this list for now. I'll show you more about this section later. To a skip, choose how you heard about Beehiiv. It's probably going to be YouTube for you, right? And click Continue. And then click Start 30-day trial. You don't need a credit card or anything, so you got nothing to lose. You can always go back to the free plan after the trial ends. But I want to start on the paid plan because I want to show you this very important feature of email automations, which the free plan does not provide. And now you'll be taken to the Beehiiv dashboard. Now the first and most important setting that I recommend you change is instead of using the generic email address to send your emails, change it to a custom email address from your own domain name. This will greatly improve your email delivery rate and reduce the chance of getting in the spam box. But if you don't have a domain name yet, then you can follow this tutorial here to go and purchase it and set it up, and then come back here and continue on. So once you have the domain name, go to Settings, click on Domains, click on Set Up Custom Domains. Then in here, I'm going to do what Beehiiv recommends and use a subdomain as my custom domain. Don't use your main one. This is the link where your Beehiiv newsletter will be hosted on. So I will name it newsletter.comdollar.com. And down here, I will not redirect because I already have my main .com dollar website live. You would only consider redirecting if you want your Beehiiv newsletter landing page to be your main website. Now click Next. This is now the email domain. So I'll use what Beehiiv recommends as well, mail.comdollar.com. Click Next. So check and make sure that you're happy with these domain names and then click Finish Setup. Now you can set this up manually or get Beehiiv to help you change DNS settings with this first option. So I'll try that first and click on Proceed with verification. Click Continue. Now Beehiiv has realized that my domain name is with Hostinger right now. So now log into your hosting provider's account, then click Continue. Wait a few minutes. And there it is. Our website has been successfully configured. Click on Done. Now it may take a few hours for this gear icon to disappear, but usually it'll be done in about 10 to 30 minutes. So now after waiting for less than 10 minutes, everything is verified and live now. So we can move on to the next step, and that is to add a physical address. All email providers require this before allowing you to send an email. So to do that, you go to Overview, go to the email footer address and click on Edit Address. Now type in your address here, then click Save. Okay, that's now done. Next, we'll go to General Info, add something to the publication one-line description. It's a good idea to add some more information here to the description of your newsletter. And you can add in your logo here, either your brand name or a picture of you. And you can also add in your thumbnail preview. The next configuration is in emails. So from here, you should add in your sender name. Usually it will be you. And now you'll scroll down to the preset emails. And we can set up a welcome email by clicking on Configure Welcome Email here. So I'll do an example one now. Input the subject line, add in a preview text, and then go to Write. This is where you input the body of your content. So this is roughly what my text is going to look like. So you can add some extra customization. For example, I want to personalize my welcome email by adding the subscriber's name here. And you can do that by clicking on the plus button, then click Merge Tags, and then selecting their first name here at the bottom. So we want to put that here. So now it's going to read, hi, subscriber name, and then continue with the email. Now, if you want to add other things, you can. So by clicking the plus button, you can pick and choose how to customize your email. You can even add things like a YouTube video. So click on that, paste in the YouTube link, and your video will appear on the welcome email. If you want to delete something, then just go click on it and delete. So I'll keep this simple for now. If you want to edit anything like the style or colors, then you can click Style up here and make changes to anything. So for example, if I want to change the color of my footer and make the background white and the text black, then I would just go to here, click on Advanced, click on Email Footer, and change the background color to white. And then I'd click on Text, and then change the font color to black. That's all I'd have to do. Now it looks nice and clean. And once you're happy with that, then click on Preview and make sure it looks good on both desktop and mobile views. And we can exit that, click the Save button, and then exit out of here. Then we'll go to Emails, and then turn this button on, and our welcome email is set up. You can also set up your email as a double opt-in. If you need to do that, then follow the same method as what I showed you with the welcome email, but I won't do that here. The next step in your account setup is to import any subscribers you have from another email provider. If you don't have any, then you can skip to the next step of this video. But if you do, then you click on Subscribers Import, and then click on New Subscribers Import. Importing subscribers to Beehiiv, the first is to copy and paste a list of email address or upload a CSV file. I always recommend uploading a CSV file because every email provider allows you to download your list as CSV, and then you can easily upload it here. So I already have my example CSV file ready. Choose your file, then click Next. Now you can click on the option to send them the welcome email, or add them to an automation, or apply an existing subscriber tag. I won't do any of this for now, as you can always do this later if you need to. Then click Confirm Subscribers Import. Then click Import. Now we need to match these custom fields. So all I care about is the location and name. So under Location, I'll click Custom Field, tick the box, and then create new custom field. I'll name it Location, and the data type will be text, and then click Save. So open this and then click Location. Now under Name, I'll also choose the custom field again, and here create new custom field, and I'll use it as a first name. Then open it up, click First Name. So once you're happy with the columns that you want to import over, then you can click on Import. Give it a few seconds to process. Now after waiting a few minutes, the status is now completed. So 3 contacts have been imported successfully, and you can go and see that by going back to the dashboard, clicking on audience, and then click on subscribers. And there's my 3 contacts that have been imported. Now the next step is to set up a process to collect your subscribers' email. And there's 2 ways of doing this. The first method is to set up a landing page, which is hosted by Beehiiv, so you won't need your own website. You can do that by going to website, clicking on the builder, and choosing between a basic website or an advanced website, which is more like a full-blown blog. In this example, I'm going to keep it basic for now and choose a clean template that I like, then click on next. Now first, you want to start customizing the colors. I'm just going to use the green that I use on my website for the buttons. I'm happy to keep the rest like this, so we'll move on to the next step. Click on next. Now you can change up your fonts here. I might just change it to this, and I'm happy with that, so I'll click on start building. Complete the onboarding process by figuring out what all these buttons mean, and now you can start editing on Beehiiv. There's honestly not much to do in this basic form because this bottom section is just going to be a list of your blog posts or newsletter that you start writing. Now I'm going to start with changing this image. So click on it and go to the image section and click delete. Now click the image again, upload an image, and pick what you want for your brand. And I might just change the size to make it slightly bigger. Now the next thing I want to do is change this image as well. So I'll click on it, then click on edit navbar. So sometimes when you click on the image, if it's not there to remove or customize, you'll need to click on advanced mode to be able to find the image and change that. So I'll delete that, click again, upload an image, pick your image. That's it. So I'm happy with that. And I'll exit out of this by clicking back. And now I'll start making the changes to the headings and the text. My title's too big, so I'll reduce the font size until it fits on one line. And now for this text, highlight it, and now I'm changing it to something that better matches my audience. Change the font size a little bit. Now I'm happy with that. And I'll scroll down to the footer and edit that as well. Change the text. And now click on the socials and then click manage socials. And this will be where you put in your website links for each of these social medias. And you can go back to Beehiiv. And once you're happy with your landing page, then you can come here and click on publish and then click on preview draft site. Now make sure you're happy with how it looks. And you can go back and click publish to live site. You can copy this link, paste it into another tab. And this is what your live site now looks like. Perfect. So now I'll show you the second method of collecting emails. And that is to go to audience and click subscribe forms. This is a form where you will embed on your own website to collect the emails. You can choose the first or second option or both, depending on what suits you. So with this second option, now I'll click on create new form. And we have already filled in some of this in the previous step. So I'm happy to just to keep it simple, but change my subscriber button to green to match my website. So I'll go to styling, click on form, go to button, then I'll click on the background color, paste in my colors. That's it. I'm happy with that. So I'll click on save changes and click on get embedded code. Now you can copy this embed code or use this one if you're more advanced. But any website or hosting providers should be able to help you do this through their customer support. They'll show you how to quickly do it if you're using WordPress. So from your WordPress, click add page. Then in this field, click on code and simply paste in what you copy from Beehiiv. And now we go back to visual and you can see there it is. And we can click on preview. And now you can see the Beehiiv form has successfully been embedded on my website. It's that simple. Okay, now that you know how to collect emails from your subscribers, the next step is to learn how to create proper emails or posts. And we'll do that by clicking on posts and then click on start writing. Now, once again, you can see all the different templates. You can start off with Beehiiv or start off blank. As I said, it's always easy to start with a template, pick the one that you like, and then make the edits from there. And just keep it simple, select this one, and we'll start making edits. So first of all, I'm going to change my image. So click on it, and then click this button, and then click on Upload a New Image. There it is. Now we can change this to my own. You can add a content tag here as well by creating content tag and giving it a name. Click Save Content Tag. Now this will be there for you. And now you can see you have all these different sections that you can customize and change to what you like. And if you want to remove it, then you just click this button and then click Delete. You can remove all the sections that you don't want. Or you can just start highlighting and then hit Delete. Now I'm going to make some edits to the text. And now I've added in the content that I want for my email. It looks good to me. But if you want to add anything custom to it, like a video, just click on this plus button and pick what you want to add. But I'm happy with my first newsletter. So now click on Next. Choose the audience that you want to send to and click Next. And now confirm that you're happy with your subject line and your preview text. Subject line should always be something catchy. So this won't be good enough. I'm just going to use the same as the preview text. If you want to A/B test a subject line, you can click on this and then you can try different ones and compare which wins later. This is good practice and I recommend you do this every time, but I won't for this example. Now, if you want to add these share buttons in the headers, then you can as well. And there's some advanced settings that you can redirect to different places. Or not let your YouTube videos redirect to YouTube. Hit Next when you're happy. Now under Post URL, this will be the web link of this post. So I want to make it something easier to remember. Now under Advanced Email Capture, you can choose Gated, which means that people cannot read your post unless they have subscribed. Or Pop-up is when you're reading through the email or post and there'll be a pop-up asking to collect their email address. And under the comment section, you can choose between different options of who can leave comments on your posts. Now under SEO settings, if you care about ranking on Google, then you want to make sure that it has keywords in your meta title and meta description. So this title, there is no keywords, so you'll need to update it to something better. But I'll leave it for now because I'm not planning on ranking on Google here. And if you want to hide your posts from your feed, then you simply click on this button here. And now if you want to change the publish date on your post, you can click here and pick a date that you want. Otherwise, it would just be the default time that you posted. So I'll leave that. Go to Review, then click on Schedule. And you can either schedule it for a certain time to be posted, or you can publish it now by clicking here and then click Publish Now. Now my post is live. I can copy this link, open it up and see what it looks like. And here's my first post. If I start scrolling a little bit, now you also see that pop-up that I created. So everything is working well. So now you know how to create and post your first newsletter. The next step is to take it up a level and start creating email automations. So your viewers can start going through your funnel and automatically read different emails without you having to lift a finger once you've set it up. So we'll click on Audience and click on Automations. Remember though, this feature is only available in the paid plan. So if you're paying for it, make sure to make use of this. So from the automations page, you can create an automation yourself from scratch, or you can start using templates that Beehiiv provides. When you're starting out, these would be very useful and I recommend you use them. But for this example, I'll just show you how to create a new one off scratch. Click on Create Automation, New Automation, give it a name. So I'm just creating a simple welcome sequence email. Now click Save Automation. And now we can start our workflow. You always need to start with a trigger. So let's click Add Trigger. And my trigger will start when someone's signed up to our email list. So I'll click on Signed Up, click Save, and now we got this to start with. The next thing I want to add is a time delay. So you can either click the plus button or just drag the item you want into here. And now I'm going to configure it and I'll delay for 1 day. And the next step is going to be a true or false branch. And then we'll go back to configure the step, add a condition. And I'll choose days without open is greater than 1. Click Save. And then here, I'm going to add a send email. Click Configure step. You can create this email, but I won't do it for now. And then on the false side, also add a send email. Now that we have a basic template, let me explain to you what this is. This is basically once someone gets added to our email list, we're going to wait 1 day. And if after that 1 day, they don't open this email and the answer is true, then they're going to be sent a re-engagement email to open our welcome email. But if they do open, so the answer is false, then they're going to get sent the next email in the funnel. It could be your first newsletter, and then you continue on to the second newsletter or the third. And this is very powerful because once it's set up, you won't have to do anything anymore, and you can have automated emails sent out for days, weeks, or months. So make sure to make use of this feature. Now let's talk about growing your newsletter next. Beehiiv has many features in their Grow section, which will help you quickly grow your emails newsletter. The first one being the Recommendations tab. This is essentially having newsletters on Beehiiv share and recommend each other. So you're cross-promoting and growing together. So for example, if I start adding people who are relevant to my niche into my recommendation section, then Beehiiv is going to send a notification to these other newsletters and see if they want to cross-promote with you. So this is a great way to start growing together with other newsletters who are relevant to your niche. But if you have the budget and you're willing to pay for subscribers and not wait for other newsletters to share you, then you can go to the Boost section and you'll have to start paying for the scale plan and not be on the free trial to have access to this. But you can essentially pay as little as $1 per subscriber to start getting new subscribers from other newsletters related to your niche from Beehiiv. So it's your choice if you have the budget or not, but both Recommendations and Boost are a great way of increasing your subscribers without having to do any extra work. And now let's talk about making money for yourself. Boost will work both ways. You can be on the receiving end by paying for it to get subscribers, or you can go to monetize and click on Boost here. And you can be on the end of making money by giving other newsletters free subscribers from your email list. And this works by Beehiiv showing recommendations to others on your newsletter. And you can see here, you can set a price per subscriber based on what you want. So go and compare to other newsletters similar to your niche to set the price that you want, and then connect to Stripe payment and set it up for yourself. Now, another quick way to earn money through Beehiiv is through their ads platform. So the more eyeballs you get on your newsletter, the more money you can make. So you can put ads on your newsletter, and when someone clicks, you'll make some money. So you just set up and accept, and you'll see where they're going to place the ad, and then go through this process. And by the end of it, you'll have an ad on your newsletter, which will earn you some extra money. If you don't need the fast cash, then I recommend not having ads on your newsletter. But these are just some options for you to make some extra income while growing your newsletter with Beehiiv. This is a quick note regarding my bonus offer to you. If you decide to get Beehiiv through my link, you can just go here and collect the bonus. It's that simple. Now that you have become an expert in creating email funnels with Beehiiv, the next step is to build up your traffic source to get valuable leads. And this next video will help you with just that. So check it out, and I'll see you in the next video.